Welcome back to another Impact MMA episode. Kick him in the head! Podcast. I am your host, Yao. Tonight, we are talking EFC 135. This is the prediction show, and helping me break it all down are BJ Jenkins, man with the skin in the game on this card, and Fight Week show. Hola, gentlemen. How are you doing tonight?
Man, good to be a super blessed, man.
Yeah, man. It's a great card. Very familiar with the two main eventers. I'm looking forward to this bout from these two fighters. But yeah, we can't have two better people to talk about this card, to talk about the main event in Yao and BJ Jenkins. Salute to the people that's watching live as well, man. Big up every single one of you.
I think just before we get started with the card, Mr. Jenkins, please state your claim. Tell us who is that and what is going on in your display pick.
Brother, that is not a prediction. That is a spoiler. Gift Walker getting his hand raised over Faeez Jacobs Thursday night. I believe it.
Is Coach saying Lions only?
Lions only, man.
Look,
let's go, Coach.
I think let's get into the card. Let's start with the main event. We're going to start right at the top. The fight to end it all off, the fight between Jacobs and Walker. Faeez the troublemaker versus Gift the Day Walker. I think, Ola, before we get to Brendan, Ola, this card, headlined by these two, how did it make you feel? Because we followed these two's careers for the longest time. I think I came in a bit like mid of Faeez's, but from Gift, the beginning of his career, I've been there. And now to see them headlining this card for this title, honestly, I'm super excited. How does it make you feel seeing them headline this card?
Yeah, it's always nice to have two of the best guys in the division collide, go head to head, and these guys are elite in their own rights. These guys they've been there, they've done it, they've put the t-shirt on when it comes to championship fights, when it comes to main eventing, when it comes to headlining cards. They know how to carry the pressure, they know how to deliver on the night, they know how to set a stage. And for me, the only crime that's against this card and this bout in itself, I was saying backstage earlier on to Coach, I feel it should have been way more promoted than what he's been. But nonetheless, still a fantastic bout between these two guys. Both of these guys come with a different set of skills that's going to keep viewers, that's going to keep, fans on the fight fans on the edge of their seats when this bout is going down. This bout, when I saw it, I had butterflies again, because I've not felt this good about a bout since Gift versus Terrence the Black Panther Balelo. This is crazy. This is on that level.
Brendan, as a man on the inside, because we know you are House of Tinkerbell, this is one of your fighters. You're probably going to be in the corner. We'll see tomorrow. How has it been leading up to this event? And for Gift specifically, for your camp, him coming back now to the Bantamweight Championship, you know he's a former champion. How does it feel now to be at the pinnacle that, I'm going to use this word, if you win this, you are then propelled to the top? Tell us.
You're going to hell for that one, Yao. Hiding behind the host title. You know what I mean? Hey, Coach, you saw what he did there, Coach. You saw what he did there. Yeah, don't let him off, Coach. Don't let him off.
So, man, I'm gonna put it out there. I know it's so cliche to say that the guy's in the best shape of his life, the best mental headspace of his life. But I've been, myself and Gift have been not only training partners but friends for like over a decade, man. And I've never seen him in this shape I've never seen him mentally this strong. He's going like time of the camp, right at the end of weight cut and all that. You're usually down, you're usually irritable, you're usually that kind of guy, man. And he is still cheerful, he's still happy, he's coaching kids, man. He's laughing, we're making jokes. It's the best I've ever seen Gift. I held pads for him a bit today. We just like taking him through his paces, and man, that man is hitting like a truck, and he hasn't even rehydrated yet. Imagine that. So, man, I do believe that destiny is already written, and it's up to Gift to step into that destiny and steal the shine, steal the show, and come home with that belt.
Look, when I heard this get announced, I think we talked about it, and we said that there's no better that you could have right now in the bantamweight division. There's no one who would be better right now at challenging Faeez. It's one of those fights where, for lack of better wording, it's a no-brainer. And very excited to see this one. Very excited to see how it pans out with these two phenomenal fighters. But let's get into the card. So, let's get into the card. Okay, so that is the fight. That's the title fight that's happening on the night. I'll get your predictions shortly, but let's start off now with the prelims. In the prelims, first fight on the prelims, we have Andre versus Mutsila, both debutants in the EFC. Looking like a very interesting fight. Let me start with you, Brendan. What do you think about this one?
Man, I watched the media day, and I believe Andre was up first. He was, and I like his demeanor. I like the way he comes off. Man, EFC and debut fighters, it's going to be fireworks. So I am excited to see this fight happen. Yeah, man, that's all I can really say about that fight. It's two unknowns coming in to the cage and putting on a show to make us remember them.
You've got EFC debutants, and they're always absolutely fire. And these two probably also bring it. I'm just gonna go with Ola. Wait, Brendan, you didn't give a pick. Who do you pick here? So you know nothing, but who do you pick?
I'm gonna go with Andre on this one.
Yeah, he's got his chin up. So let's see. Ola, who do you got? Two debutants. We know nothing about them. Who do you got?
Toss of a coin. Let me go with that child screaming just now, Andre. That child is screaming, Andre. I can talk baby language, man. You know what I mean? That child was screaming, Andre. I'm gonna go with Andre as well. Big up to that child in the background.
Shout out to Andre. I think Ola's quite right. It sounded like a very Andre-ish type scream, but he's got his chin up in the air in his DP, and I don't really think that's a good sign. I don't know what kind of sign it is, but I'm gonna go with Mutsila on this one. But that's a toss of a coin, like you said. Okay, next fight we have is Ngobese, who's fighting very low down on this card, versus Plaeez, who hasn't fought in a while and is also very far down on this card, which means it's a very, very interesting card as we go up. But Ola, on this one, Ngobese versus Plaeez.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who do you take?
Yeah, Plaeez is coming off a hell of losses, man, and from what we can see here, Ngobese is coming with a couple of wins under his belt in recent times as well. So yeah, it's a no-brainer not to go with Ngobese on this one, man. I think Plaeez is gonna struggle with this one, so I'm gonna go with Ngobese.
Brendan, how about you?
Man, I love Caesar. He's such a character. He always brings a war. He's always down to scrap, and I do think he's going to come out on top. I don't think Plaeez is ready for that intensity. The mute mouse got him again.
The mute mouse got him. It always gets him. Always. Always
Can hear you
gets
now.
You was doing all that breakdown talk back there, man. And nobody could hear you, yo. Yeah.
Rewind, start again.
You know, I'd escaped the mute mouse for a while. But
all
it
that
seems
all
like
that
it
nice
has
breakdown. All that nice breakdown you was doing.
lost to the lip reading members of YouTube. Okay, so yeah, look, in Final Footing Gubese, I'm just gonna make it quick and short. He brings the intensity, he brings the power. Plaikes is resilient, but I think the power from Ngubese is gonna come through unless Plaikes takes him down and manages to wrap him up in probably an armbar, which I think is something that's possible. But I think Mfana Futi Ngubese for me in this one. Okay, next fight we have Nicholas Vermaak versus Clelio Diego. Ooh, one of the Angolan fighters, and we know how exciting they are. Nicholas Vermaak 2-2 versus Celio 2-0, fighting out of Angola. Brendan, what do you think? What are your thoughts here?
Well, man, first things first. Anyone who comes out of that IMF tournament style fighting, man, you got to back them. They those 3-minute rounds are very much favored towards the grapplers. So even if you're a really good striker, you don't really get much of them coming through the IMF stuff with like positive results. So for a guy to come through, he did very well at all Africans and all that IMF kind of stuff. So I'm gonna back that guy, and I think if he can avoid the spinning back fist or the spinning back arm, spinning things that Vermaak throws, I think he's got a good chance of finishing this fight and get a performance bonus, in my opinion.
Yeah, look, that's a very interesting view there. I think for me, for Mark, he the Jimmy fights out, they're decent, they're good, and he's primed for a win because he's win-loss. But the Angolans never disappoint every time they come to EFC. In the Hex, they just always seem to bring it, especially when they're debutants. They always seem to come through. So for me, I'm gonna go with Diogo. Hola.
Yeah, man. Diogo looks like Manuel Cap's fucking cousin, man. Long lost cousin, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, it looks to me. I wouldn't say I know much about him, but from what I've seen online and from hearing from what you guys are talking about as well, I think it might not be a bad horse to back. So yeah, so far we are 4 for 4, which is crazy. So far we're 4 for 4. It's mad.
Yep. I think
full houses galore, man.
Hey, full houses. Look, it's one of those cards. But the next one might be one way or the other. We've got Moses, the son of Egypt, Bukari versus Brian Guevara, fighting on the 4th fight of the prelims, whereas Guevara was basically starting to call for a title shot. So to have him on the 4th fight on the prelims, I'm not too sure how far he is from a title shot, but the EFC, anything can happen. You can go from the first fight in the prelims all the way to a co-main. It happens. But this fight is between 7-3 Moses Bukari and 3-0 Brian Guevara. For this fight, I'm looking at Guevara. He's on a win streak, 3-0, and he's got this intensity and resilience. Moses Mukari, he comes out of the I think it's 8-team stars and kickboxing gym, good groundwork. The former flyweight champion Willy van Rooyen comes out of there. But I think Guevara's just got this intensity about him that I think is just going to overcome Moses Mukari. And the guys from Valhalla MMA are just like so intense, fantastic coaching out there. So I'm going to go with Brian Guevara for this one. Brendan, who do you got?
Man, don't sleep on Moses. Moses is a very tough man to finish. He goes the distance. He's fought some high-level athletes. He hasn't fought bums,
level.
Man. He hasn't fought bums. He's fought like legit guys. So don't sleep on Moses. I really think that Moses is going to be, first of all, definitely Brian's toughest fight. That's hands down. And secondly, man, I think Brian's maybe overlooking him a little bit, which is going to be a bit of his downfall in this one. He's coming off 3 amazing finishes. Good work on him. Like, he finished guys. Well done. I'm not saying he's a bad fighter. I'm saying he is good. He's obviously proven it in the cage. But don't sleep on Moses. I'm backing Moses in this fight. I think Moses is going to surprise Brian. And yeah, man, he's going to take the W.
Okay. Hola.
Hey, coach, I couldn't agree with you more. I think sleeping on Mokari is a madness. The people he's been in there with, you know, the likes of the main eventer on this card in Gift Walker, and it took him to decision as well. You know, subbed Sovlende. You know, so another submission against Lucky. Like, this guy has got finishes, and he can get it done. This Guavava, on the other hand, seems like a nice up and comer. Seems like a hungry dude, and I get it. But on a card like this, where you're fighting experience, and you know how much credence we give to experience, especially when you, even if you lose, but you fight the upper echelon of a division, that, to me, that always carries weight. Because even if you lose, you gain something from that experience fighting in championship level fights. And to me, I think that experience is gonna be on full display against Guavava in this fight. So for me, yeah, I'm definitely gonna be going with Mokari. I don't know if maybe me and coach have found a way to change your mind. I see you swaying like a bloody leaf in the wind out here, bro.
So interestingly enough, Typology agrees with you too. It says Moses Mokari. I'm clearly the only one who's looking at Guavava as a dog in this one. So when we get to the odds, we'll see how much you'll actually be able to get back for taking Guavava as a dog.
Are you doing a cross right now? Hey, if you know what I'm talking about. Hey, are you doing a cross right now?
I am not a bald fraud.
Yet you both.
I'm a very bold fraud. Okay, so bro. That's the fight between Guavava and Moses Mokari. So the next fight after that, we have a women's fight. Glory be, we have a women's fight on an EFC card. Doesn't happen often, but it's always exciting when it does. And this one, we have Charmaine Fenter versus Anishka Kandak. Now, Charmaine Fenter, if I'm not mistaken, she's out of IMAF. She's got a IMAF background. Pardon?
She won Worlds.
She win the Worlds.
Yep.
Jeez. So yeah, extensive amateur background for her. Coming up against Anishka Kandak, who are both pro MMA 0-0. Kandak fighting out of getting an international fight here. She also has an active background. She's been fighting since 2019. So very interesting
and
fight.
She's a Muay Thai
here
world champion.
EFC for this, and she's a Muay Thai world champion. Wow. So we've got a Muay Thai world champion versus an IMAF MMA champion. That makes for an interesting watch. Ola, let me start with you. With the facts that you have, which way are you going?
I mean, look, I got to listen to Coach when Coach is speaking. He said something about the IMAF sort of fighters, people that, you know, fighters that pass through that promotion and organization right there. Because it's the same thing when we look at some of the fighters from, say, China that came through the path of road to the UFC. Like, these guys are tough. You know, when you have to, there's a certain route that you go through, and it's just tough fighters after tough fighters after tough fighters that you face to get through to this point right here. And I think, I'm probably going to go with is it Catherine?
Yeah.
Charmaine Venter. Charmaine Venter. Yeah. Just for those reasons alone from what I heard earlier on. So yeah, I'm going to be going with Charmaine Venter on that one.
Brendan?
For me, this is a very, very difficult fight to call, man. And the reason I'm saying this is, yes, Charmaine came through the IMF rankings and obviously won the amateur worlds and all that. But on the other side of the coin, you're getting a Muay Thai world champion. We all know how tough Muay Thai fighters are. Okay. And Charmaine is also predominantly a kickboxing background. We're going to get a striking fighter. If we're going to get a striking fighter, it could go either way on the coin. If Charmaine uses good game plan knowledge and good fights IQ and takes it to the ground, I think it might be a little bit different. So it's all about who comes into this fight and uses like the right fight IQ. Because if you're going to sit and have a striking fight, man, I'm backing the Muay Thai world champion. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yep.
Elbows and knees hurt so much. But if Charmaine does come with the good IQ of put her down, even if you put her down and she gets back up, you put her down, she gets back up. On that third time she gets back up, the striking's not the same, especially in the poisonous Joburg air.
So all that trying to get back up every time is burning the power in the arm, right, coach?
Yeah. So I do believe it's who has the better fight IQ on the night.
Okay. So you sound like you're going Banter.
I'll be honest with you, man. This is one that I'm gonna sit back and if I was a betting man, I would not put money on this fight.
Stay the hell away from it, yeah.
I wonder what the odds are. Okay. Then the next one we have is Oh wait, I didn't think. I'm gonna go with Kandak. Typology goes with Kandak, so for that simple reason, I got her. But Charmaine Venter, I've seen her fight. She's good. It's just the stamina might let her down second round if it goes that far. And I think
all I'm saying is this is an audition to fight the real champ, the real problem at the women's featherweight division, and that is Kiara Fegan.
When is Kiara coming over?
She fights the winner of this fight. Possibly. If everything goes according to plan, she fights the winner.
She's a problem, bro.
Kiara Fegan.
She's a problem.
Oh, I'm excited.
You know, there are some champions and you just think to yourself, but there's certain champions you just know their problems, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Damn right, and she's been working very closely with her man's Nathaniel Kumana. So you can expect fireworks when she steps in that cage.
Need the train. Okay, let's go. Okay, so then the next fight we have is between Nerik, the Beast in Moise, and our man Ayanda, the Power, Zwane. Haven't seen the Power in a while. He is back. He's on a 2-fight win streak now. Last beat Cizwim Nekati and Roberto Miaba after a 3 or 4 fight losing streak. And we have Nerik Moise, who's on a 2-fight winning streak, having beaten Tapiwa Katikati, the Mighty Warrior, and Musa Bad News Setwape. So, last fight we saw Ayanda in, actually, I think his last 6 fights. He's either dancing or running. And I think, especially if he was here right now, he'd have a lot to say. He's not. Let me not speak for him. But there's something that just, I don't know, doesn't happen when he fights. So
spit it out already, bro.
He's trying to be political.
This is why you need cracking on the show sometimes, you know what I mean? He just tell you he's a journeyman. Just say it out already, man. And let's move on, you know what I mean? Don't be shy. Ayanda can take, he's a big boy. Come on.
Look, all I'm saying is he needs to be more aggressive. He needs to confront his opponent more, not dance too much. And Narek stands, right? Narek doesn't back down. He comes at you and he stands. And the thing is, Ayanda versus a standing fighter, depending on how much movement Narek puts in, because he comes forward. You could get a fight like the Roberto Muyaba fight. So it ends up not being very exciting. And then my pick, Narek is going to win this one. It'll be not too pretty for the judges. They're not going to see Ayanda doing enough. He's going to take shots because Narek hits, and Narek is going to win this fight by decision. Ola.
This one hurts because of how much I like Ayanda. You know what I mean? And I fuck with Ayanda, bro. Right? And I'm glad. This is what I've always said, even when it was on them losing streak, you could always see in that fight, it's not like he got outworked because this brother got hurt. He's always in the fight. He just doesn't do enough to win the rounds he's supposed to win, right? He's kind of done it back to back now with 2 split decisions, right? But those fights could have gone either way because we got split decision, right? You need to go out and do enough to dominate a round in front of a judge's eyes, you know, because we know the skills are there, the heart's there. It just needs to be put together, right? And them kind of losses that he racked up, he's better than those losses. But at the same time, you didn't do good enough to not get them losses. But we know you're better than those losses. Yo, you know me, I'm a theory of good losses and bad losses. These brothers have bad losses after bad losses after bad losses after bad losses. You know what I mean? And I'm glad he's turned it around. He needs to keep it going. But to beat somebody like a Narek, this ain't going to be one of those you need to go and dominate rounds and show the judges that you're the man in the cage in that bout. He needs to do that. He does that. People start taking him. We start looking at him differently. But I already know what Ayanda has. He has that heart. He has the hunger. He can, you know what I mean?
He needs to do damage. We don't see any damage. That's the thing. So
this is what I'm saying. Dominate rounds. You need to go and dominate rounds.
Yeah. Brendan.
Man, like it's such a weird thing to say, but Ayanda needs to go back to those first few fights he was in. The first few, that Ayanda was a savage, man, and I don't believe that savage is gone. I believe he still has that savage in him. He just needs to tap back into what he showed in these first few fights. Because, dude, I was a fan. I'm not gonna lie, I was a fan. But now I see Ayanda on the card, I'm like, you're okay. Well, at least that prelim or that fight's gonna be long enough for me to get to the arena, because it's good, man. If he can tap into what he brought to the table the first few fights, I think he can be great. He can be great. On the other side of the coin, man, I love Narek. Narek is an awesome human being, man. I always have awesome interactions with him at the fights. We have chats about the football. Like, he's an awesome human being. And he also went through a stage where it was like, you don't know which Narek is going to rock up on the night. You can either get the beast or you could get someone who's going to get finished. So depending on which version of the fighter rocks up on the night is going to determine who takes this fight. I do believe Narek can get it done, and I'm backing Narek. Like, I need to see that guy get a win, man. Like, he deserves a win. He's an awesome human being, and it couldn't happen to a nicer person.
Yeah, I hope Ayanda wins, man. I hope Ayanda gets it done, man, because you know when somebody's been through the mill and suffered enough in the sport, like I just want to see that brother win. But it's mostly
self-inflicted.
Yeah, that's what hurts the most. That's what hurts about it the most. I fuck with Ayanda, man. You know what I mean? I want you to do well, bro. Please.
Between Ayanda and Narek, I love both fighters. I hope they both do well. But just based on recent form, that's why I'm going with Narek. Simple recent form. But next fight we have.
Where's your boss, anyways? Where's your boss, anyways? How come you ain't got a boss? Should we get Leroy to construct you a boss? Literally, you having people on this show and chucking them under the fucking bus. Like, what's going on with you?
Hey, man.
You're worse than me. Like, you're worse than me. I thought I was bad. Like,
I used to be good until I met Kraken, and he's like, no, everybody, doesn't matter. If you've got to pick,
if you've been there, fuck them niggas.
Unless you're Community Warriors. That's the one gym he refuses to pick against. But last fight on the card is Adams versus Moyo. Now we have Yassine Adams guide Moyo. Interesting fight, very interesting fight. Moyo's coming off a loss to Steven Gus Gonzalez, and Adams is on a win streak right now. He's on a tear. One draw in there, but he's currently on a 3-fight win streak, essentially. Brendan, let me start with you. How are you feeling about Yassine Adams versus Guide Moyo, who's 6-6?
Man, I like this fight. I do like this fight. Moyo is so tough to finish. He is, you can't count that man out. He is really, really tough to finish, man. I think this is a good fight for Adams to take. I think it's gonna be like a step, not a stepping stone, because that implies that it's a walkover. I think this is gonna elevate him to the next level that he needs to do to break into the next level of competition. Let me ask you
this, coach. Sorry to cut you. Let me ask you this: is Moyo gatekeeping?
I would say he's definitely. You have to go through Moyo in order to get into the next level of competition.
Okay,
I do believe it, and he can pull out the victory. He can, but I do think Yassine's going to get it done. I think it's going to be a tougher fight. I think it might go all three, but I do think Yassine gets it done.
So we have a comment. I wouldn't sleep on Ayanda here. He looks good when the opponent comes forward and brings the fight to him. Good enough takedown defense to stop Narek, getting him down in more than one round. So we have someone here who is supporting, saying Ayanda is going to do it. Narek also doesn't have the best striking defense.
That makes two of us. Somebody's got to support Ayanda, man. You know what I mean? Shit.
Look, it's not that we don't support him, but I accept that.
Well, I do. You need a boss. You need a boss. And start filling up your passengers, yeah?
I feel like Ola's got his own bus and Yao's the one underneath it.
Oh, yeah. Y'all see what I be doing with my boss, coach. Oh,
your bus is terrible, dog. It's fucking he's on your bus. But okay, Rubberman versus Adams. I'm gonna go with Adams. Like you said, Moyo is very durable, Rubberman, but Adams is just, I think he's gonna have the key to unlock this gate and get past Moyo. I think we've all gone with that one. Now let's get to the main card. To everyone who is watching, please do comment, and do subscribe to the channel. Kick him in the head. It does help the channel. Do subscribe to the Fight Week show. Ola on the right there. And if you are into BJJ, if you are into
go check the man them out at the House of Tinkerbell, but that's where you're gonna find them brothers. Lions only. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, but tell them people that.
Thank you for that rescue, Ola. Okay, so let's get into
right. Lions only.
First fight on the main card, we have Eduardo Barros, which is interesting, the fact that Brian Guevara beat him last time, but now Barros is on the main card and Guevara is stuck on the fourth fight of the prelims, but he's coming up against Mbizani Jr., Mungisi Mbizani Jr. This is an interesting fight for me. Barros is trying to prove that he belongs at the top, but he has come off 2 losses now after he left the EFC, went to go and try and fight out in Aries in France, didn't work. He lost to Gift after losing to Brian. So, he's taking a bit of a dip. And we have Mngisi, who he's in and out. He wins, he loses, he wins, he loses. But when he loses, it's always like razor thin. Like when he lost to Emerson Pedro in the last few seconds of the third round to a flying knee. And that submission lost to Mpotloka. So he's really good, but he just doesn't manage to get the wins. Brendan, who do you think is going to manage to pull out the skill in this fight and show the
Man, I'm a fan of Mzani Jr. That guy, he's so happy to be there. He's happy to be in the fight. He'll fight anyone. You phone him tomorrow, say, hey, you fighting this guy? He's like, I'm in. Put me in, coach. Like, this guy his character is amazing. Eduardo, he's got really good striking. Like, we can never throw away Eduardo's striking. I do feel, however, I think Mzani's going to pull this one off. I really do. I think he's going to mix it up well enough to get, first of all, on the judges' side of things. I think he's going to be able to put MMA together a bit better than Barros would. If he can close that distance and get past those front kicks and put this guy on his back, I think it's going to be a long night for Barros. Yeah, man. With Mbazani, I'm a fan. I'm 100% a fan of this guy.
Ola, who do you got?
Yeah, I'm a fan of everything the coach just said just now. Apart from the fact that I'm going to be going against the coach and stand on my base. I'm standing my base on this one. I'm going to be consistent with my take here when I say fighters, even if you lose, you learn something from fighting the top tier fighters. And we know this guy's been in there with Faeez. Eduardo's been in there with Gift. He's been in there with both of the guys that are main eventing this card, right? So like I said, I'm going to stand my base on this one. And like Coach said earlier on, Barros has got a very, very good striker. And I think if he puts it together here, there's a chance, very, very good chance at that, based on the experience he's had and the people he's been in there with, that he could really, really pull this off. So I'm going to be going for Barros on this one, based on my consistent logic that I've been running all night. God damn it. Let's go.
Okay, look, for this one, sweet and short, I'm going with Mbazani. I'm a fan. I think he's just going to outfight Barros. It's going to be unfortunate because I really love Eduardo Barros. Moving on to the next fight, the second women's fight. And I mean, how rare is it we get two women's fight on a single EFC fight night? I mean, yes, and thank you very much. Jessica Monami is back. G.I. Jane is back in the Hex after, I think the last person she lost to was Alice Ardeline. If you don't know Alice Ardeline, check her out. She got one of the rarest finishes actually, she's the first to have ever gotten that finish. It was a key lock finish in the UFC recently. That's who the G.I. Jane.
That finish was cold, bro.
Was mad. You just see it tuck the
savage,
foot
bro.
And tuck the foot and squeeze.
Oh man. Oh
Beautiful.
Man. Yeah, man.
But yeah, that's who Jessica lost to. Coming up against Nicole.
Doctor stoppage as well.
And it was doctor stoppage from the elbows of those.
Bro, it was a bit down, bro.
That was a bloodbath.
Bro, that was a fucking. That was horrible. Horrible.
That was a mauling. It was nasty.
And if the doctor didn't stop him, just wanted to carry on going, bro. Like, people don't go back and watch that fight. Go back and watch that fight.
Those fights, and I think an interview I saw afterwards, she's literally like, I couldn't see. I got to the corner and I realized that there's so much blood in my eyes that I can't see. And the doctor's like, oh, okay, it's over. So it was bad.
Yeah, crazy fight.
Okay, so women's fight. G.I. Jess is back. She's now the hijab queen. Who do you have, Brendan? Let's start with you. Back coming up against, strangely enough, a similarly but far less experienced Nicole van Wyk.
Nicole's gonna finish her. Easy work. She is going to maul her. Little Miss Feisty is gonna come and put on a show for you guys. You guys aren't even ready. This fight's been in the making for many years. Nicole's been out for a while, but she hasn't stopped training. She's been putting in the work, and dude, I'm telling you now, she's gonna put on the show. You guys aren't ready for this.
Oh, I love the confidence. But
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna be fully biased on this one. Fully biased. I fuck with PFASA. I fuck with the fighters in that gym. You know what I mean? There's a select few gyms out of South Africa that that I really fuck with, and PFASA is one of them. And the way that GI just goes about her training, goes about how dedicated she is to the sport, even when she had that fight there with Adeline. She went back out and done bare knuckle boxing. Like, she went out there and done bare knuckle boxing and came back. So it's not like she's not really been in there with some of the toughest people. And whatever little Miss Feisty is gonna do, I don't think is nothing that GI Jess ain't seen before. Little Miss Feisty is going to barracks. That's where she's going. She's going to barracks of GI Jess, and she's gonna be disciplined in that barracks, man. I see GI Jess getting this one done 29-28.
Look, I was on the fence.
Rear naked choke finish, boys. Rear naked choke finish.
Experience is coming true, man. Experience is coming true. Nobody really chokes at Angela Hill like that, man. You know what I mean? Experience is gonna come through, bro. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with what Brendan said. I was leaning GI Jess. I needed a reason to switch, but he's giving me.
I knew you were shaking like a leaf up there, but I could tell, bro. I could tell. I knew it.
Nicole's a little gremlin we've kept in a cage. Now we're letting her out, and we fed her after midnight. She's not ready for that craziness that's about to step into that cage. GI Jess has never seen that craziness.
Okay.
I'm all for Nicole in this fight. So yeah, that's the second fight on the main card. Now we get into the third fight of the main card, and oh my goodness, this is a fight that I am looking for. Actually, not this whole main card. It's pretty fire. This fight between Jaden van der Merwe and a debutant at the EFC, but we know him because he's been fighting out of Versus. He's the former Versus champion at light heavyweight. It's Josiah Obasi, and he has arrived in the EFC, taking on Jaden van der Merwe, who, in my opinion, he really needed a good challenge. 3-1. Obasi coming in 3-0. Oh my goodness. Brendan, let me start with you because these two, I'm sure you know very, very well. Tell me about this fight. Who do you have in this fight?
Dude, this is fight of the night. In my opinion, this is fight of the night. These guys are going to come to throw down. We all know Jason's been he's been a bit flaky on which gym he's coming out of, and I think that's also never a good thing heading into a fight, not having a solid camp. Not a solid camp per se, but like a solid team behind you. He's been on video calls, like you said, with Mike from PFA, getting that in. He's been working at really good gyms like CIT, working with Triggers. He's been at Apex, working with Boyd and them. So I don't think he's going to come into this fight lacking knowledge at all. It's maybe just the consistency of having a set team behind you that might be the difference. On the other side, we all know how much of a savage Josiah is, and he's coming off, if I'm correct, he just beat Stefan Pretorius, which is a veteran of the sport. He's had many fights. It's like Ola says, when you fight those high caliber athletes, you learn something, win, loss, draw, whatever, and he went out and won that fight. So man, you definitely you learn some stuff in that, and I think this is going to be a cracker. I'm excited to watch this fight.
So for this fight, seeing Van der Merwe come up against someone who's as experienced, I would say, as him at amateurs, and also as a pro, is the right sort of test. And I think for Obasi, it's also the right sort of test to come into the EFC with. But why I'm leaning Obasi is because there's something about the debutant when they come into the EFC, they always just seem to bring the fire. But whenever we saw, he got knocked out brutally by Mark Kamba, his only loss, and he's obviously bounced
Middleweight.
back from that. Yes, exactly. But that's harsh. But coming back against Willem Smith and then Kulekani Klongwa, those aren't the best tests to come back. But now against Josiah Obasi, I think it's the right test to see exactly where he falls in the pecking order in the division. But I've seen Obasi fight. Obasi is absolutely insane. Whenever he's strong, he's skilled. But I've got Obasi in this fight. I think he's gonna. I mean, he's tall. He's strong. I think he's gonna use that range to just hold back Van der Merwe. And
Yo, why you sound like you just describing me just now, man? He's tall, he's strong.
Yeah.
No, you make it sound like you describing me, bro.
No. Right now, you sound like
One thing I will say is I don't think this is the last time we're going to see these guys fight each other. I do believe we see these guys fight each other for that light heavyweight strap eventually.
Yeah, they're that caliber of fighter. Yeah. Ola, who do you have here?
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go straight bullseye with Josiah Obasi here. Heard a lot of good things. I've not really seen him compete, but from some of the stuff that again is out there online, some of his videos, he just looks militant. It looks like just comes forward, and yeah, man. I can see him nicking the win here, especially in a division like that. And from what Coach mentioned earlier of being in there with somebody like a Stefan Pistorius, who's a legend of the sport, it's like being in there with somebody like a JP Kruger. Whatever you go in there and get as a result, you're gonna learn something from those type of fighters. So yeah, man. I'm definitely gonna be looking at Obasi here. I think Obasi gonna get it done.
Okay, so 2 for Obasi and 1. Wait, 3
Yeah,
for Obasi.
full house.
3 for Obasi.
Full house.
Full house.
Yeah, full house. Okay, cool. Then the next fight, another fighter who was out of versus, who has recently joined the EFC in Lucanio versus Emmanuel, the humble warrior Sita. This fight is, I've really been enjoying the matchmaking from EFC for the last year, definitely at least a year. There's a lot of fights where it's a big yes. This fight for me is a big yes, because we've got Sita, who's been rising in the lightweight division. Once he finally got his right weight class, he's practically unstoppable. He's finishing everyone in the first round. He's looking like literally you can't touch him, versus Lucanio Makam, who will grind anyone to a pulp in any of his fights. He will just be heavy on top of you, hit you with strong shots. Like, he is just power versus Emmanuel Sita. And I mean, Makam, obviously he's coming off a win against Vince Bembe. Okay, and lost to Herrero Cruz, fighting out of Angola. This was in versus Sita, who's on a 3-fight win streak, who's beaten Lodi Kanzeko, Galo Sondi, and Marcel Els. This fight for me, if the last fight wasn't fight of the night, this fight is guaranteed to be exciting, possibly fight of the night. Ola, let me start with you. Thoughts on this fight? Who's taking it?
You know what? I'm going to be going with Sita on this fight, man. And again, I've seen Glody Kanzeko in there. And some of the fighters that Sita's is got a win against it. And these are, I promise you people, these are the fights you shouldn't watch the records, but you should watch the performances. These are some of the fights that absolutely deserve. Forget the record. Just watch the two guys go at it. And, our boy Makonda's coming from Versus. Yeah, he got a loss in there, but he's also racked up some very, very good wins. And this is why, your point holds water when it comes to this fight having a potential to hit a fight of the night bonus. You know what I'm trying to say? So, yeah, I like this fight a lot, but I'm going to be going with Sita on this one.
Brandon, which way are you going?
Man, like oof, this is a tough one to call in terms of like if we look at the athletes themselves, like Ola says, Sita's had great performances, win or loss. He's been in it. He comes to fights, he always brings it. I think it's going to be wild. He's definitely going to be wild in the beginning. It's whether Kanye can survive that initial storm. But I also think, like, man, you can't sleep on Sita's grappling. Like, Sita's coming from a good camp. He trains at Renzo Gracie down in Cape Town. Those guys are very well
Savages.
educated in jiu-jitsu and grappling and that kind of stuff. So if Makam thinks it's just going to be a fight that he's going to come in, take the guy down, lay on top of him and grind it out, I don't know if that's the right game plan to get it done. Man, play to your strengths, of course. Any time of the week, you play to your strengths when it comes to fights. But yeah, this one is going to be a tough one. It's going to be a real litmus test for Makam to see if he's at that level, because let's be honest, Sita's knocking on the door for that title shot. Makam comes in and beats him. Who's left? I mean, who's next then for Makam? We probably see the winner of this fights either Block or Humphrey Mulenga as a number one contender fight. So yeah, man, I think it's a very interesting fight. It does have the potential to have fireworks, and it could go either way, in my opinion.
Yeah, look, either way, I agree, but I'm gonna back Sita in this one. I think his takedown defense has improved. It's showing a lot of good technique these days. Like I said, training out of Renzo Gracie in Cape Town. And I think he's just going to chin Makam in some crazy exchange. Bang, 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 bang. And just catch him. And that's going to be the fight. We're going to be like, oh my God!
But that's what we thought Vince was going to do.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's Vince Bembe, dude. Come on. He was on like a 4-fight, 6-fight losing streak. This is a guy who's on a 3-fight winning streak. I'm just saying it's different momentum. Okay, I love Vince Bembe, but it's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same.
I think it's a very similar fight, in my opinion. I think Sita is a very similar fight. Yes, I get you on the momentum side. The momentum side, I agree with you completely. What I'm saying is I think it's a very similar style fighter coming into this. And when, like Sita said, he was training for Block, he was training for Humphrey. Those are two different fights to what Makam's going to bring. So did he have enough time to prepare for Makam? We're going to have to see on the night.
Look, fair enough. Wait, which way are you going?
I'm going with Makam.
Okay. Ola, you've gone with Sita. I've gone with Sita. Okay. Split on that one. And then we get to the main event of the evening. The reason Brendan is feeling how he's feeling with that display pick. The fight between Faeez, the troublemaker Jacobs, and Gift, the day Waka Waka. Brendan, let me let you take it away.
Dude, this is going to be a cracker of a fight. If I put all bias aside, dude, this is going to be a violent fight. I think it's going to be action from beginning to end. It's going to be crazy. I do believe that Faeez is going to come out crazy hot round one. He's going to throw all these flying, jumping, kick things that he thinks is going to get him to where he needs to be. And he's going to gas because this air is poisonous. Gift is going to take him down in round two. Gift's going to take his back. Gift's going to put on a rear naked choke. Faeez, because of who he is not going to tap and he's going to go out. He's going to go to sleep in round two.
Wow. Okay. Going to sleep in round two. Ola. Do you hear what
Hey, hold on. Don't drag me into your bullshit. You were just about to say that's far-fetched. Now you want to drag all into it to say it for you. I ain't doing your dirty work for you, brother. You know what I mean? I see what you're trying to do there, bro. Hey, coach. Yao's been at this shit from the beginning. We see what Yao's been doing from the beginning of the show, right? But the question I have for coach though, because you've made this point quite a few times. Why is this air poisonous for everyone, but not for Gift.
Because we live here.
Okay.
Yes.
Hold. You see how loud that okay is? You leave, breathe shit that poisonous air. I get it. Now I understand the confidence. So, in this situation here, from what I'm hearing, and we've seen Faeez in so many fights. One thing I've not seen from that brother yet is not seeing the fight through. Is quitting during the fight. Is really, and I know he's been in some insane fights. So's Gift. Gift been in there. He's done it. He's fought abroad. He fought in other promotions as well. But this time around, coach said something to me, and I mean in the WhatsApp group, right? And he said there's no way Faeez hits harder than JP Kruger and Peace, excommunicado, and Peace excommunicado, and Gift. He hangs with these brothers. You know, I said this to you man before. I said the same thing about Usman. Yeah, yes, I'm gonna bring Usman into this, right? I said this brother, every time they think some heavy eater is gonna fucking come and finish him with some big ass fucking punches, he's been in there with the likes of Rashad Evans. He's been in there with the likes of Anthony Rumble Johnson. There's no way that many people hit harder than Anthony Rumble Johnson, and this man's go hard sparring together. So that's where I get that confidence from. So if I now see the fact that, you know what, there's no way Faeez hits harder than JP buys, then what?
Sorry?
Then what? Hey, Dudley, you should have been here talking that shit. You ain't here talking that shit. You're a keyboard warrior right now, Dudley. Keyboard warrior right now, Dudley.
Whoa, hold on.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Hey, hold on. Let me get Dudley. Hey, coach, you don't get your hands dirty. Don't get your hands dirty. Let me do your dirty work for you, coach. Let me get that brother Dudley right there. You know what I mean? Get off the keyboard. Come on the show. We was waiting for you from the beginning. We was waiting for you. Where are you? Pull up, Dudley. Yeah? Don't talk all that mess about Gift on the keyboard, man. Come tell us over here, Dudley. Yeah. So for me, I'm gonna be going with Gift Day Walker. I fuck with Gift Day Walker. I fuck with Gift Day Walker from a long time. This ain't the first time, and yeah, man. I think he's gonna get this done. And every time he's been counted out. Every time this brother gets counted out, he goes on and shocks the world. He does it all the fucking time. You know what I mean? This ain't nothing new for him, and he's got the best corner in AFC roster in his corner. You know what I mean? We got all the confidence, man. So we're going with Gift Day Walker out.
Damn right.
Deadly. Ola will be waiting at entrance 5.
Entrance fight. Yeah, I look like Yao on the day when I'm out there in the events, man. You know what I mean? So give him that gut check for me, man. He likes taking them gut checks, man. I mean,
look, this fight is very difficult to predict. But I think I hadn't decided, but I'm gonna go with Faeez.
You're such a fraud, bro.
I'm gonna go with Faeez.
Wow. How do you think? You tell me how you think Faeez gets it done.
Yeah, he's gonna say it knocks out Gifts.
Knocks him out.
Look, TKO is a real thing. The EFC we're talking about. Okay, you get hit. And literally, you're just covering up for a couple of seconds, not because you're finished, and suddenly the fight's over. I'm just saying TKO is a real thing. I'm not saying it's like punching and dueling.
Oh, so what I'm hearing is Yao saying that the only way Faeez gets it done is by fluke or by judge's stop, like an early stoppage. Is what I'm hearing.
I'm not saying early stoppage. I'm just saying. You're saying
a finish. That's what you're saying. No, brother. You are saying a finish. Let's call the English the English. Yes. You're saying a finish.
You saying Faeez is going to finish Gift Walker?
That's what you're saying.
somehow, somewhere.
My boy's gonna come in there like Thanos, snap his fingers, and Faeez is gonna fade off into the darkness.
And your channel might just go with it too. If you carry on going the way you're going, you know what I mean? Like Thanos.
Okay, so with that said,
Yeah,
right,
Dudley, I start corrected, man. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody can tell me about Khabib, man. I'm Team Khabib. I know how you feel when you team Troublemaker, man. I get it. You know what I mean? Lions only, though. Lions only.
Lions
man.
only.
Yeah, man. Lions only.
Lions only. Look, let's get into the lion betting slips. Now, I'm hoping that this week my odds are good because previous weeks I've been apparently using some fraudulent odds.
You're surprised,
but this time around, I
motherfuckers.
think I got it right. Okay, so let's go through a betting slip, presuming we have 100 Rand. And just to note, this is for entertainment purposes only. This is not real betting. Do not bet using these odds. Go to wherever you get your odds from, but this is for entertainment purposes only. So let's go through this. Let's pick the best odds to give us the best parlay on this card. I'm going to start right at the top with the first fight. Look at the odds they're giving Gift against Faeez. So Brendan, how much money are you making on this fight? Tell us.
On Gift.
Yes.
Are we gonna do a multiple parlay, or are we just doing one fight?
Let's do a multiple.
Okay,
parlay.
then give me Gift, Kanyo, Josiah, Nicole, Mbazani Jr.,
Ooh, good odds.
Yassine Adams, Merrick, Moses, Diogo. What else we got there? Nah, I'm not taking that fight. Don't even try me.
So from 100 Rand with that parlay, Brendan, if you're right, you would make 24,000 Rand based off these odds.
It's a big. Wow. It's a big. Yeah, that's a big ass payday.
And I would make more because I would
That's
take Gift by finish and Nicole by finish.
Fair enough. That would make you more. That would make you more. 241 multiplier. Ola, let's get your. Oh wait, did we? Oh, sorry, we skipped two. You left out
let's
two.
go and go
Blakey
and Andre.
38,000 on this parlay.
Yes, sir.
How many legs
That's a
is that?
14. That's the entire car. It's like 13
God damn.
at least.
No, it's,
I just
that's
missed
12.
one because
You
I
missed
don't
that
want to
one.
take that,
That's
that
12.
women's fight.
Yeah, I missed one. I don't think I got the minerals to be doing 12 legs, bro. But let's see what we can put together.
Let's see what you can put. So who you got?
Definitely Gift. Sita. Obasi. I'm gonna go Monami. Jess. Barros. Yeah, I'm gonna skip that fight. Give me Ayanda. Ayanda's gonna fuck up my bet. You gonna fuck up my bet, bro? Hey, Ayanda, you gonna fuck up my bet, bro? Like, you better not fuck up my sleep, you know, Ayanda. I swear to God, you fuck up my sleep, you owe me 4,000 rands, bruv. This ain't even no joke thing, yeah? Yeah, I got proof right there on the screen. Clip this.
EFC even gonna pay 4,000 rand.
You owe me 4,000 rands. All right, let's move on. What do we got? Give me Charmaine. Moses Mokari. And the very last one, give me Andre. Yeah, that's my last one.
Okay, so how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 leg parlay from 100 rand to 11,000
And it's less
rand.
risky, apart from Ayanda. Ayanda, make sure, blood.
Yeah. Because otherwise it's 4,000.
You know what I mean?
But you the catch, you safe. Okay, so I'm far less risk averse than you guys. I'm gonna go with, but he's the okay. No, Sita Obasi. Nope. Van der Merwe, Van Beek, Gisi, Adams, Wavava. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So one less fight, I mean, would make 2,000 rands more than you, Ola.
Yeah, because you.
And I didn't even take Jeff Walker. He would double that to 22K.
Bet the house.
Yeah, what you doing with your life, bro? Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, but you just heard it. You know what I mean? Bet the house, man. Bet the house.
Bet the house. Look, I'm looking forward definitely to this fight. To this fight night. Lots of amazing fights. Ola, are you gonna be watching live? Where can people find you? Because you know what time it is.
Yeah, I always on these cards. Every single time this card has been on, I've always been at work, but I watch it. I watch them. You know what I mean? But I've always been at work, but I watch them, and I'm always in touch with a lot of the guys on the cards as well. So yeah, I'm going to be watching live. People can find us on the Fight Week show, on your platform, Head Kick Pod, MMA Normally, the Rambling Dad, S Dogs MMA. We're in and around all these channels, Crossover MMA. You find us there. We all collab together. We're all brothers, and we put the work in, man. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this card, and hopefully, you might see me back for a recap. You might see me back for a recap, depending.
Celebrating that gift Walker win.
Yes, sir. You know how we do, BJ Jenkins. You know how we do, brother. Come on.
Look, I think that's how we're gonna end this. Brendan, please get Gift to win this one by head kick.
What?
Like,
no, bro.
What do you mean? What?
Brendan already said how the fight was gonna go. He already said how the fight was gonna go. He's gonna choke him out in the second round. Where was you, Yao? When you're listening to the coach, now you're begging for head kicks after you picked against the guy. This guy is such a bold fraud, man. Like, he's the biggest fraud going. You're begging for head kicks after you just picked against the guy. Come on. Lions only, man. You're not allowed around here, man. Not in this pride, bro. Lions only, blood. Don't deliver that message, Coach Jenkins, man. Don't deliver that message. Begging for a head kick. Unbelievable, yeah. Unbelievable.
He just wanted to stay standing so Faeez has a chance.
Look, that's also fair.
Oh, man.
Look, we get to the fight night. To everyone listening, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe at Head Kick Pod, at the Fight Week show, at BJ Jenkins. And until next time, don't forget to...